Lesson 237. Now would I be as God created me. This is the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students. I am Judith and this is the Lucid Mind Center. I'm recording here from Gran Canaria. This is on the Canary Islands. They belong to Spain. I'm in between travels right now. This is my home, and in 2.5 weeks I am going back to mainland Spain, and after that I'm going to Croatia, and I'm taking you with me. And as I've been recording this whole year for you, and we have been doing this for 235 days, I have become addicted to it. These little moments of peace, they're very important for me, and I like to do them very much the first thing in the morning and also sometimes the last thing in the evening. So I'm very, very grateful that you're here. Let me know that you're here, because your feedback matters a lot to me. It keeps me going. And after we have recorded those 365 lessons together and all the Qigong classes which are going with each class, I'm going to start doing more things about the Course in Miracles, which is going to maybe help us to understand the whole topic a little more. So let me know where you're from, how long you've been with the Course in Miracles, and also if you like the whole concept, follow me so the channel can grow and more Course in Miracles students can find me. So first we're going to read the lesson together, and in the end I'm going to guide you to a Qigong class where you can internalize the lesson and also the special thought of this particular section, which is what is salvation. I have got a standing and a seated class, and I'm going to give you more information how to do this at the end of our reading and contemplation together. Let's begin. Lesson 237. Now would I be as God created me. Today I will accept the truth about myself. I will arise in glory and allow the light in me to shine upon the world throughout the day. I bring the world the tidings of salvation that I hear as God my Father speaks to me, and I behold the world that Christ would have me see, aware it ends the bitter dream of death, aware it is my Father's call to me. And just as I'm reading this, I want to just share with this, and it also comes to my mind. It is so incredibly important that we have to set the idea for the day. How is it that we want to spend our day? And I'm going to record a class about this, because there is a section in the course which is actually in the text, which is actually explaining how to do this. It's basically deciding, it's kind of considering what kind of day would I actually like, and then say, help me get this particular day without me taking any decisions and interfering into your guidance. And this is kind of the decision. This is that one decision or one choice we have to make fairly early in the day, is what kind of day do we have? What do we want to see? When we see something, how do we want to feel about that, what we see? What kind of meaning do we want to give it? And it's very important to make this idea first thing in the morning and also the last thing at night. Yesterday, for example, again, I have been caught up in YouTube and watching all kind of fear-mongering shorts and videos, which by the time I was finished, I just got caught into it like a drug. I got caught into it for about half an hour, 45 minutes. By the end I was finished, I actually had anxiety in my stomach. I was feeling anxious, and I really didn't get rid of it before. I didn't even get rid of it. I could tone it down a bit. I had a shower, then I watched TV again, but I couldn't tone it enough down so I could actually read or concentrate on something else. So I was watching some kind of light detective story, and then I eventually fell asleep. But when I woke up, I had again this lingering anxiety. And this is because I didn't make sure to close my day off in the proper way. And like I've said to you before, when these kind of things happen to me, I like to use them as tools. I like to use them as learning devices to remind myself, look, now again, you didn't do what you are meant to do, and then this happens. And I like to use that as examples to transmit to you that, first of all, I'm not standing above nobody else. I have got the same problems as everybody else. But also it's like to maybe transmit to you, maybe this is a tool for you. So that's why I say do the Qigong class with me in the morning, do the course, and do the Qigong class which I prepare for the evening. Because I have tried it myself and it works wonders when you do this Qigong class just before you go to bed, a seated Qigong class with the idea, and then you wake up happy in the morning. And that is what we want. We want to wake up happy in the morning. Now would I be as God created me. Today I will accept the truth about myself. I will arise in glory and allow the light in me to shine upon the world throughout the day. I bring the world the tidings of salvation that I hear as God my Father speaks to me. So when you allow yourself to listen to God, listen to the light, then you actually become more happy within. And I behold the world that Christ would have me see. So I see the world that the Christ in me, the Holy Son of God in me would want me to see if I just claim that Christ consciousness within me again. I claim it. I say, this is mine. I'm not listening to the ego. I'm not listening to the fear. I'm not allowing myself to be pushed into the direction of fear, which YouTube is full of that. The whole social media is full of these ego expressions and fightings and divisions and dividing people and pulling us into fear, scaring us. And very few channels are actually preaching love, preaching union, preaching coming together. This ego is screaming and shouting all over the place, and we have to find those quiet places, and we have to find the quiet place within ourselves. And I behold the world that Christ would have me see, aware it ends the bitter dream of death, aware it is my Father's call to me, that stillness and silence within you. And the prayer goes like this: Christ is my eyes today, and the ears which I listen to the voice of God today. Father, I come to you through him who is your Son and my true self as well. Amen. In the Qigong class, I'm going to ask you to read the idea, which is now would I be as God created me, and the prayer, which is Christ is my eyes today, and his the ears which listen to the voice of God today. Father, I come to you through him who is your Son and my true self as well. Amen. So I'm going to ask you to put the book next to you as you're doing your seated or standing Qigong class. And I will guide you into what is salvation, because this is the special thought during this particular period as we're reading that. And when I remind you to read your prayer, I want you to actually go and read your prayer and then return back into meditation, sink deep within and listen to what your consciousness within, your higher consciousness, that Christ consciousness within you is telling you, or what it makes you feel, or how it helps you calm and sink and become aware of this center within you, that which you're claiming back. You, the higher self, the true self, you're claiming this back, because you're not a mind and you're not a body, as we have remembered yesterday. Now would I be as God created me. Christ is my eyes today, and his the ears which listen to the voice of God today. Father, I come to you through him who is your Son and my true self as well. Amen. Absolutely gorgeous. And as you remember, words are meaning less and less as we are progressing towards, because it's about the experience, it's about the choice of experience you are making and claiming and holding the vision of what you want to see and how you want to experience this day and every day and all the instants which are coming. So for this particular lesson, I suggest this Qigong class, which is a standing Qigong class about what is salvation. Here is the seated one. Here you have what is salvation, the reading, which is recommended to do at least once a day. And here you have got the whole list of Qigong classes where you can choose another one to do today if you prefer. Enjoy.